All right, everybody, here we go. 4-exercise circuit, everything's 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. We're working the pulling muscles of the body here. We're going to be using long bands only for these 4 exercises. First one, band gets put underneath the feet. We're working the rear delts, the back of the shoulders. My arms start in front of my legs here. I'm coming up at a Y. This is a band Y raise, so I raise my arms up over my head, and then I bring it back down. I'll show you this way. So my arms start in front of my legs. I raise up at a Y. I bring the band right to the top of my shoulders, and then I bring my band right back down. My goal here is to bring the hands and the band around the head and neck versus trying to arch my head or move my neck to get it around the band. 40 seconds of work here. Should definitely be feeling it in the back of the shoulders, all the rotator cuff muscles. The second one here, now you use your thicker band, or you can continue to use that band. You're going to double it up. So you'll take a loop, boom. Now I'm here, goes underneath my feet. I'm going to get my feet nice and wide, outside shoulder width into my sumo position. I'll show you this way. So now from here, I'm going to reach down. I'm going to grab the top 2 strands of band, and I'm going to keep my hands as close to each other as possible. It's just going to make it easier to hold. From here, I'm going to work my hinge pattern. So my knees bend slightly, my chest is up. I sit my hips back, try to feel a nice stretch in my hamstrings, and then I squeeze my glutes to stand myself back up. Most important piece here is back stays nice and flat. I'm trying to stretch my hamstrings as I lower, and then I squeeze my glutes to finish. Remember that that's your sumo stance, so it's not just a normal RDL. Your feet are nice and wide, and then you're working that hinge pattern. Third one here. Now we'll go to a single arm row. So last week we did double arm row. This one's going to be single, but we're going to add a little bit of a pulse here. So I'll actually show you on this side. Whatever foot the band is attached to, the opposite hand's going to be grabbing it. We're going to go one hand at a time. We're going to add a little bit of a pulse here. So I'm going to row, squeeze, allow the band and my arm to straighten out a little bit, and then pull right back in. Then reset. That's going to be 1. So it's a row, release a little bit, then squeeze back. And that's going to be 1 rep. I'm thinking my lat muscle here. I'm allowing my shoulder blade to move forward and backward, but I'm minimizing any upward movement. So I pull it back, pulse, back up, and then allow my shoulder blade to move forward as I lengthen my arm. Same deal, 20 seconds on one side, then 20 seconds on the other. And your last one here, we're going to hit a little bit of core. So technically this is the front of the body. We got to throw a little balance in there. Feet are going to be flat to the ground. My arms are up over my head. This is going to be a strict crunch. So my arms stay over my head. I'll brace my core, pull my shoulders above the ground. You're thinking my head and my neck follow my hands. So I crunch up, try to point my hands to the ceiling, and then I control myself back down. Hands go back to the wall behind me. Crunch up, arms go up, and then I control myself back down. The most important part here is staying braced. A lot of times, it's easy to, once you hit the ground, to open up and release the core. That's not what you want. You want to stay engaged the whole time. My arms start by my head. I crunch up, then I just disengage a little bit, but I'm not fully relaxing my core. That's the most important part, and that's what makes it a strict sit-up, or a strict crunch, excuse me. There you have it. 4 exercises, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. 3 of them are hitting the pulling muscles of your body. The fourth one is getting that core, just trying to create some balance. All you need is a long band. Enjoy.